Which is better, hollow body or arch pull-ups? This video explains the pros and cons of each. Discover why hybrid pull-ups are superior. The hollow body pull uses a posterior pelvic tilt, ribs down. Our legs are kept forward and the hips flexed. Hollow technique keeps the anterior core braced from start to end. This variation is challenging thanks to muscle anatomy and movement biomechanics. By hollowing, we're getting an increased stretch on our lat muscles. This posture increases the distance between the origin and insertion points. Rounding the back tightens the thoracolumbar fascia and lengthens lats. Muscles are weaker when contracting from a lengthened position. As the legs extend into an L-sit, the hollowing becomes exaggerated at the pelvis. If you've ever tried L-sit pulling exercises, you understand the increased difficulty firsthand. The amount of reps we can naturally do is lower compared to relaxed form. Hollow pull-ups are an excellent option if you want more intensity without needing heavy weights. Hollow body has carryover to these exercises. The anterior core bracing is similar to typewriters. The scapular mechanics are comparable to rope climbing. The pulling pattern has functional transfer to muscle-ups. We should also appreciate how our posture impacts performance. Hollowing changes the distribution of weight. Our center of mass moves forwards. We compensate and seek efficiency by closing the shoulders into extension. This active hang at the bottom keeps our center of mass under our hands. Use closed shoulders for peak strength. Use open shoulders for muscle size. The arch body pull uses an anterior pelvic tilt, ribs flared technique. The spine is extended and the legs hang underneath the body. Depressing and retracting the scapula sets us up for a successful pull. This variation is more of a pull-up which ends with a row. When looking at the torso angle relative to arms, the motion becomes oblique. The posterior chain muscles on our back are heavily recruited. The initial pull is easier with an arch back posture. The final phase is harder because of the leverages. If you enjoy our practical calisthenics tips, like the video to support Fitness FAQs. The body is smart at finding the best technique when required. The hybrid pull combines an arched bottom and a hollowing towards the top. Real-world examples are the best way to learn. Observe what the best in the world are doing and let's reverse engineer why they're doing it. At the highest level of calisthenics, it's clear the hybrid technique is used. I guarantee these people aren't thinking, I better engage my core and what's my scapula doing? Is it stable? Instead, they're using external cueing, pulling with an outcome focus. Simply pull with full effort and get your chin above the bar. The rest is automatic. We notice the hybrid technique when people are doing 1 rep maxes. It's also seen in regular training at high intensity. Think about reps of 5 or less with a high RPE. We start arch because this posture optimizes the initial pull. There's better connection with the scapula and muscle recruitment in the back and shoulders. Hollowing then happens as we pull to keep our center of mass close to our body for efficiency. This compression helps to get our elbow flexors fully involved. Basically, our prime mover muscles are working at their optimal muscle length for greatest tension during the pull. It should now be clear why our body contorts during weighted calisthenics. We see this postural phenomenon on the one-arm pull as well. Once again, the body uses a strategy which is mechanically efficient. The hybrid technique shows up time and time again for world-class athletes. If the experts are doing this, why then aren't beginners training hybrid from day one? Which technique do you feel strongest using? Let's chat about this further in the comments. Binary thinking must be questioned. We're no longer restricted to only hollow or arch pull-ups. We should be training how we want to perform. If your goal is max performance, hybrid is the most effective choice. Strict technique has value for addressing weak links with more niche applications. Armed with this new understanding, you can now confidently choose a technique which is right for you. Keep learning with Fitness FAQs. You're in good hands. Train hard and I'll see you legends very soon.